Someone is calling a close friend, family member, significant other, or someone close to you about you, acting like they're concerned for your well-being or that they are just doing what's best for you. But the truth it is really a smear campaign and also an attempt to gain help to come up against you. People can act nice, kind, caring, even maternal in certain instances, and underneath it all, they are trying to bring you down whether they know it or not. Now we have to know that there are people who are demon possessed walking among us. And that doesn't mean it looks like a horror movie. It just means that their intentions are not pure. And you may not be able to notice because of the caring facade that people put on. People can adapt energies and wear them like cloaks. They can cloak in any kind of energy they want to. They can manipulate reality to seem like you are the bad guy or that you're doing something wrong, all by just being sweet to unknowing suspects. People who don't have the spirit of discernment are not able to question these dastardly deeds or what these folks wearing cloaks are trying to do. The other aspect is that some of these folks wearing cloaks don't even know why they're doing what they're doing, but they have their own reasons. What I've happened to notice is that self-preservation will cause people to do things that are seemingly for someone else, but really it's just to save their own ass. So there is someone, you may be going through something. You may have called someone complaining, called someone to vent. And instead of them being any type of actual assistance to you, they are going behind your back and calling people who know you to tell them what you told them in secrecy or privacy. You thought that you could share something with them, but they are going and sharing it with others under the guise of being caring and worried about you. They are not. What you're complaining about, what you're upset about, is something that these people want you to be upset about. For example, let's say, for example, that, because this is a situation that has been happening, not to me, but someone I know. For example, you are having trouble covering your rent. You have the rent money. You're able to pay it every month, but here and there you call and just talk about, the bills are overwhelming. Someone who you're telling is going back and telling your significant others that you're having money troubles, and they care so much about you that they want to see if maybe there's any assistance that they can gain from others. But don't tell collective that we're doing this. I just want to help. They would be very upset if they knew I was telling you, but I just want to help. Someone is doing that. But really, it's just alerting everyone that you're having issues. So there may have been a time in your life that you were doing very well, maybe even better than them. And when they needed help, you probably gave it to them. But now that, the wheel turns and maybe it's your turn, that this is not your harvest season in the moment. And you are not in the place that you used to be. And whoever you're telling your business to is happy about that. I don't believe they want to be happy about that. I think that they're struggling with the fact that they're jealous, or that they're happy that you're struggling now because you saw when they did. I don't believe you were boastful or haughty or anything like that, but they are purposefully telling certain people strategically so that you look a mess. I'm getting the vibe that this is an older family member or an older person. I know I've seen that certain generations, I'm going to go ahead and say the 40 people born in the 40s and 50s, 60s even, it seems the level of people pleasing is a lot. They don't like looking bad. So maybe they could not help you when you asked. Maybe you needed assistance and they didn't have it. Maybe when they needed assistance, they felt that they looked a mess, so now they want somebody else to look a mess with them. I'm not sure, but I feel like this is an older person telling your business under the guise of being caring, but really this is entertainment to them. The other aspect of it that I want to touch on is that whoever they're calling under the guise of being caring and maternal, they are putting in a very strange predicament. This person did not want to know your business. They don't look at you like that. The person has respect for you still, but they're being put in the middle of knowing your business. This is a close family member that, they probably know. And now they know your business. They can't help. And they're just like, okay. But the person calling doesn't care who feels how. Telling the business is the entertainment. The tea is fun until it's them, So I'm saying all of this to say this might be someone's season to stay silent, because you have people seemingly on the outside being caring, concerned, but you need to take it to the Lord in prayer. These people want you to look bad for whatever reason. You might be too strong, courageous. You might have made moves that they would never dream of making. And so now that you need assistance, and you might not even need assistance, now that you're just saying it's getting a little tight, that's enough for them to make you look to make you look different than how you really are. You're clearly some manifester that knows how to get what you need, and you just thought that you could talk to this person to just get stuff off your chest. This is not the time for that, because this person, whoever it is, they can change. They can't, but I feel, are trying to change the trajectory that you're on. It seems like you've been on it might have been a difficult path, but you've made your way through it. And so you sounds like you've been through a lot. You've made your way through it. And we hit roadblocks here and there. You're just hitting a small roadblock, not even a roadblock, just a little slowdown. But this person wants to amplify that into, they're not going to make it. The only way to keep your energy pure and showing up as who you really are, a strong, courageous manifester, is to keep it to yourself. If you want to vent, take it to the Lord in prayer, write it down in a diary, journal, anything. You can do voice notes and act like you're talking to somebody, but whatever you do, keep it to yourself for now, until you can see clearly who is who. Because right now there is a mix of energy and a mix of people feeling awkward for knowing the information that they know. They don't want to tell you. They won't tell you. So you just need to think and ask God to reveal who the wolves are. Who are the wolves in your life? Because whoever this is certainly a wolf in sheep's clothing. So that's just my short message for the day. And I hope that whoever gets this message understands where I'm coming from. Not being nice and being polite and having manners and all this caring energy. Sometimes we have to look a little deeper into what's really going on. Whoever they told won't tell you. So don't think that someone's going to come back and tell you that a family member or somebody called and told your business. They don't want to be in it. Whoever the other person is an innocent, and they want to stay that way. So if this message gets to you, it was for you, and take it to heart. Take it to the Lord in prayer. I said that 3 times now, and I mean it. You guys have a beautiful day, and continue to stay prayed up. Continue to ask the Lord for discernment, and your blessings are on the way. Okay?